And you are live.
All right, thank you. Good evening, everybody. We'll call to order the regularly scheduled meeting of the Alcoholic Beverage Control Board. Today it is the 3rd of April, 2024, and I have 7:01 p.m. Members present tonight, we have Vice Chair Claire Conger. Dick Peterson was here. I don't know where he went. I'm sure he'll pop back on. Ryan Shitwood. We also have Deputy City Clerk Cynthia Gaines and Assistant City Attorney Joelle Braithwaite. Cindy, did you have something? Sorry.
Yes, I'm sorry. Chris is not going to be here tonight. He did
Gotcha.
send me.
Yep. Perfect. And so we do have Chris Sheehan, another board member who's not going to be able to be present tonight. Has the board had the opportunity to review the minutes of our last session? I would like to personally thank Claire for stepping in and taking over that meeting with my absence. And if the board has reviewed the minutes, are there any adjustments, modifications, or amendments?
I move we approve.
I'll second.
All right, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All right, the minutes will stand as approved. As always, because this is a virtual meeting, members of the public who wish to be heard may do so by way of submitting written testimony to be considered by the board in advance of the meeting. Any member of the public can watch tonight, but written testimony must be submitted to www.annapolis.gov/ABC. With that, we'll declare our disciplinary hearing open. We have one item on tonight's disciplinary agenda. Curate Annapolis LLC, trading as Curate Annapolis, 141 West Street, Annapolis, Maryland, 21401. In accordance with the alcoholic beverages article of the Annotated Code of Maryland, Annapolis Charter Code, and the rules and regulations of the Alcoholic Beverage Control Board of the City of Annapolis, this disciplinary hearing is in connection with infraction citation 24-1340, which alleges the sale or providing of alcoholic beverages to individuals under the age of 21. And I see we've got a couple members of the Annapolis Police Department here tonight, and we have Mr. and Ms. Bunker. If everybody could please state their name and address for the record so we get it first. We'll start with the licensees, the Bunkers.
So Joel Bunker, we're at a 3477 Ranger Road in Davidsonville, 1035.
Yep. And I'm Colleen Bunker, same address, 3477 Ranger Road, Davidsonville, Maryland, 21035.
All right, and then Officer Markovitz, if you could do the same, name and address, please.
Officer Markovitz, and the address for APD is 199 Taylor Avenue, Annapolis, Maryland, 21401.
Sergeant Newton, please.
Yep, Sergeant Newton, Annapolis Police, 199 Taylor Avenue, Annapolis, Maryland.
And then Corporal Davis, please.
Corporal Davis, City Police, address 199 Taylor Avenue, Annapolis, Maryland.
All right, if everybody could please raise their right hand if you're planning on testifying, and I'll administer a quick oath. Do you solemnly swear and affirm under the penalties of perjury that the statements you're about to give will be true and correct?
Yes.
Yes.
I do.
I do.
Affirmative, yes, from everybody. Thank you. So right now, Mr. and Ms. Davis, I'll explain the process here. Have you had the opportunity to review the police report that's been issued in connection with this citation?
Did you say Davis or Bunker?
Sorry, Bunker. I apologize. I've got
Okay.
Davis right underneath Bunker on the Zoom screen.
Okay.
Mr. and Ms. Bunker, have you had the opportunity to review the citation?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. And then will you admit the charges tonight?
Yes.
Well, with that, we will note an admission, and we will use that citation. It will serve as the city's evidence in this case. With that, we can excuse all of the officers tonight. I thank you all for being here. So thanks for your time and for all your dedication. But we can excuse you all right now.
All right, thank you. Have a good evening.
I'm good, thank you.
Thanks. All right, and then Mr. and Ms. Bunker, this will kind of be your opportunity to present your case to the board in mitigation, kind of go through what happened, tell the board anything that you think is pertinent to the citation, and then we'll turn it over to the board to see if there are any questions, okay?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right, thank you. Go right ahead.
So first of all, I want to apologize for just for having the violation, so we don't contest it. And obviously don't want something like this to happen. You know, all of our staff, like they know to card people. Our policy had been if someone looks like they're under 40, but it's since changed to just carding
Everyone.
anyone who comes in. Josh Bates, who was our member of staff who got the violation. He actually has his tips certification. He had just got married, like he was kind of, I think he's going through an existential crisis. The kid who showed up, I mean, he should have been, there's really no excuse for it. And I think our employee was distracted. I mean, I have here's his tips, I don't know, you know, certification. And so, you know, there's no excuse. And so we're really sorry that we got the violation. This is our first violation. We hope it's our last. We have posted since then. So with our staff, you know, obviously this was an opportunity to talk about how this works and why it's important to be diligent always. I mean, it is anyways. And so just going over like, hey, we need to card anyone who comes in, that we have that posted now. So we had that for our employees, but we have says to purchase alcohol. So for a reminder, when things are really like, things get kind of crazy. And for me, like doing the math, even like I can get nervous about it when I'm looking. It says to purchase, well, I'll read it and I'll show you. To purchase alcohol, a person must be 21 years of age and born on or before today in 2023. Sorry. And then the sale and gift, or deliver the one that the city gives. And then we check IDs. You must be 21 to purchase beer or wine. So we actually have that like by the register now.
Here's like a picture of it, like up near our
Posted.
register, right
So-
next to our POS. So,
Um,
there you go.
But that's actually, so so that's kind of a tool to help our people out, and I guess to like make people aware that we look. But again, I looked at the video of this, like I talked to the officer.
Mhm.
The kid didn't look like he was 21 even, and our employee was distracted. They actually had a hard time even paying for it. So the officer like, you know, nudged him because he didn't even charge him. He was just, and we've since let the employee go because he just wasn't in a place, I think, we need
To
people to be
handle it.
on top of these things. And so we're working on training. Most of our people, they're not tip certified. So we try to have folks like Colleen and I are rad or not rad, sorry,
Mhm.
RAM certified.
Mhm.
So, and we're working on trying to get more certificates for that and at least have our employees go through, you know, all the online stuff so they're aware as well. But yeah, so that's what we've done. We would be open to any suggestions, you know, on things to do too. And we want to be in good standing with the city. We definitely don't, you know, we're not trying to serve minors alcohol or anyone who shouldn't have alcohol. And really, like our establishment, we don't sell a ton of beer and wine, you know, relatively like it's like baked goods, it's coffee, but we love like beverages. We have, you know, events we do, and which are really fun and ways to build community. So really, it's not our main revenue source, but we really love wine and beverages and being able to bring people together. So we apologize just for taking up everyone's time and yeah.
And we appreciate the candor, and I think you've made some pretty good steps to ensure, or at least attempt to ensure, that this doesn't happen again. I think that the board, and I'll speak for the board here, we always recommend the more tips training you can get for your servers, the better. You know, it's amazing what that little class will do to assist. And it's just kind of a reminder for, you know, all of the employees about how important the sale of alcohol truly is. So, you know, that would be, I think, one suggestion. You know, and you've updated the carding policy to indicate that everybody is gonna get carded regardless, and that's, you know, while it may be a bit burdensome on the employees, it's beneficial to the owner, and to the owners of the establishment. But I'll see if the board has any questions regarding this. So does anybody have any questions for the bunkers?
think you covered everything very well, Mr. Chairman.
Can I ask a question of the
Sure.
board? So do you guys prefer the RAM certification or the TIPS certification, or
I don't think.
just
I don't
one
think
alcohol
that's
awareness
really-
training?
Yeah, it's just alcohol awareness training through a
Yeah.
state certified program. The
Right.
majority, I think, of the licensed establishment go through tips. I think there may be some, there are more offerings of the tips training than the RAM certification, but so long as it's a state approved alcohol awareness course, that's sufficient. But we always do recommend the more people you can get trained, the better. In an ideal world, everybody who works in an establishment that sells alcohol
Right.
would be trained. Yeah.
And we're talking too about like how can we incentivize,
Yeah.
too. So like
mhm.
encourage, like even if it's monetarily saying, hey guys, get this
Like,
done.
this is worth it.
And yeah.
Sure. Well, no, we appreciate the candor and sorry I had to appear here before the board tonight.
Yeah, we're sorry.
We're sorry.
So, typically we'd adjudicate on these in a closed session, but because this is only one citation tonight, I would make a motion at this point that we find curate guilty and assess a penalty of $500 payable within 30 days.
Second.
So, yeah.
All right, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All right, guys, you'll be getting something from the city clerk's office about how to pay that fine 30 days upon receipt, okay?
Okay.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you guys for being here.
Yeah.
Are we good to just leave, or do we have to do anything? Okay.
That's it, you can just go.
We're gonna hit the leave button, all right.
Yeah,
Bye.
absolutely. See you later.
Bye.
Thanks.
Bye.
All right, well, with that, we can declare our disciplinary hearing closed for the evening. We'll move on to business and miscellaneous. First, we have an application for consumption of alcoholic beverages on city property at the Stanton Center with music to a Grave Sanchez for a baptism, which is scheduled for April 6, 2024, 10 p.m. to midnight, 92 West Washington Street, Annapolis, 21401.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes, sir.
I question that starting time.
Okay.
Ten PM to 12 PM.
It's 1 p.m. 1 p.m. Yep. Do we have?
Yeah, hello.
Hi, you there?
Yeah, hello. Hey, how's it going, guys? Good
How's it
evening.
going? Can you just give us your name and address for the record, please?
Uribe Sanchez, believe it's 253 Kroll Drive, Annapolis, Maryland, 21401. I currently just moved right now, so I had a different address on it.
Okay. So what's your new address? I'm sorry.
680 Americana Drive.
Okay, thank you. All right, so this is your opportunity to kind of present your application to the board. I misspoke and said the incorrect start time. I understand it's a 1 p.m. start time for this baptism.
Yeah, so we put down 1 p.m. because that's the time that we're gonna start arranging everything down there. The invitation doesn't start till 4, so everybody will be showing in at 4. 4
Okay.
p.m. midnight.
Okay, so it's 1 p.m. to midnight, starting at 4.
Yes.
Okay. All right, why don't you tell us a little bit about the party and then we'll see if the board has any questions, okay?
Yeah, so it's a baptism for my cousins. It's gonna be family members and friends. So we literally know everybody that's gonna be there. We know everyone that's 21 and over. We're gonna be handing out bracelets to everyone that's 21, so we can keep track of everybody. We also have 2 security guards that are gonna be helping us out at the door, and then they're gonna be the ones checking IDs and then handing out the bracelets to everybody that comes in. And then everybody that's gonna be helping me, picking up trash. So we're gonna be handing out the alcohol. They can't just go over there and pick it up. So we would also know and keep track of who we're handing it out to. And like I said, it's a friends and family event, so we know everybody that's gonna be there.
All right, you don't expect many people under the age of 21 to show up?
No, not really. Like I said, it's gonna be a baptism, so it's mostly for like, family members, and their kids.
All right, and you've done events at the Stanton Center before, right?
Yeah, we did something similar to this last year as well. So,
Okay.
and everything went well, and
Okay. Gotcha. Does the board have any questions?
Who are you using for security?
I wrote it down on the application, the name of the security guy. I completely forgot it right now, and I was
No,
looking for.
Elite?
No, it's Metro Patrol Enforcement. Is that right?
Yes, that's what it is. I was trying to remember the name.
And it looks like you have two security guards.
Yes, we have two of them helping us out.
Any additional
Mr.
questions?
Chairman,
Yep.
I move we approve.
I second.
All right, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All right, Mr. Sanchez, your request is granted. Have fun.
I appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
All right, we'll combine items 4 and 5 tonight. These are requests by the Peerless Wrens Club for 2 open to the public events. The first is for a drag brunch fundraiser, which is scheduled for Saturday, April 13th from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. at 406 Chester Ave. The second is Curly Taylor and the Zydeco Trouble, scheduled for Sunday, April 14th, 2024, from 3 to 7 p.m., also located at 406 Chester Ave, Annapolis 21403. And I see we have Mr. Littles here representing the Peerless Wrens Club. How are you tonight, sir?
Very well. How are you all?
Doing great. Just give us your full name and address for the record, and then go ahead and tell us about these 2 events.
Yeah, Marcus Littles, 5119 Lee Street, Northeast in Washington, D.C. Yeah, so I'll start out with the Curly Taylor event. We have Curly Taylor in probably once or twice a year. It's a Zydeco concert. It's usually 75, 80 people there. We have members of the club who are retired police officers who are security. Yeah, so it's a ticketed event, and there's no one under 21. But besides my son, if he begs me to come, who's 8. But besides him, I'll make sure he doesn't have anything to drink. And so it's almost all adults. And then the drag brunch fundraiser that sometimes we have private events that our members host, but we realized that it was going to be they were going to selling tickets as a fundraiser, and we weren't sure that was the case at first, and so we knew we had some more allotments, and so that one 11 to 2 on the 13th. Again, it won't be more than 70 people there, all tips certified, bartender, as well as I think we're up to like 7 or 8 of our members who are tip certified as well. And so that one, there's definitely not anyone under 21 who's expected to be there.
All right, and you mentioned it briefly that you've had events like this in the past. Have you had any issues whatsoever with anything?
Not at all.
No complaints whatsoever from the neighbors about any noise or parking or anything?
No, from the neighbors. I mean, these are both dayish events. Secondly, in our evening events, we are pretty conservative in terms of stopping them early, so we don't get complaints. We have not gotten complaints, but so we don't get complaints, we stop it pretty early. And yeah, we've had no personal complaints about parking beyond it's tough parking around there. But like we are not usually the source of the vitriol. It is the lack of parking spaces is the source, but no one's gotten frustrated at us that I know of.
Perfect. Does the board have any questions regarding these 2 events?
Again, Mr. Chairman, I move we approve.
I'll second.
All right. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All right, Mr. Littles, your events are approved. Have fun, all right?
Thank you.
All right.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
All right. Chairman?
Yep,
For the next one is EYC, correct?
yep, we've got
The next four.
Okay, I will have to recuse myself.
sounds good.
All right, thank you.
We will combine the next four events as well. These are all requests for open to the public events by the Eastport Yacht Club. Open to the public event number one is a spin sheet crew party scheduled for Sunday, April 28th, 2024. Second is Maryland Cures Cancer Regatta Party, the 15th of June, 2024 from 4 to 8 p.m. The third is the Crab Regatta Party, which is scheduled for August 17th, 2024 from 4 to 9 p.m. And then last but not least, we have the Eastport Yacht Club Party in the Port scheduled for October 12th, 2024, 4 to 9 p.m. All events to take place at 311 First Street, Annapolis, Maryland, 21403. And we have Dan McQuay here tonight for Eastport Yacht Club. Mr. McQuay, could you just give us your name and address for the record, and you can just go ahead and tell us about these events.
Yeah, Dan McQuay, General Manager, Eastport Yacht Club, 317 First Street, Annapolis, Maryland, 21403.
All right, go right ahead.
All right. So yeah, we have 4 events coming up. These are all annual events for us. So we do these every year. Have not had any issues with them at all. First one is going to be at the end of this month, April 28th. It's a Sunday from 4 to 6 p.m. The Spin Sheet Magazine hosts a crew party, an opportunity for people to get together and find crew for racing. We will our staff will be manning all the bars. We'll make sure nobody gets served who's underage. There will be an entry and an exit gate marked by fencing with security stationed at the gate. So we won't let any alcohol leave. We will be carding people, all the normal stuff.
And then we'll just kind of go through each of them and you tell us how they differ in any way, shape, or form. How about the Maryland Cures Cancer Regatta Party?
Yeah, so this is a post-regatta shore party. It's a fundraiser for it's cancer research at the University of Maryland is who we partner with. So again, we will be checking IDs and doing wristbands at the door. And it'll be Eastport Yacht Club staff, bartending staff, running, serving any alcohol. And we will have, there's not security per se, but our volunteers from the club and our staff will make sure that there's no alcohol leaving, and everybody's over 21 who's going to drink.
All right, and then the Crab Regatta.
Crab Regatta, Chesapeake Regional Accessible Boating. They have a big fundraiser regatta, and then we host the shore party for them. There will be private security. They hire off-duty police officers to run security for this. It's very controlled entry and exit. It is about 600 people that attend this. There will be live music. It ends by 9 o'clock, so no issues with late night or noise. And 100% EYC trained staff doing all alcohol service.
All right, and then last but not least, tell us a little bit about the Party in the Port.
Yeah, Party in the Port. It's during the Annapolis Sailboat Show. So we've done this every year the last 4-5 years, except for 2020 for obvious reasons. We do hire private security. It's called Public Security is the name of the security company. Yeah, it's a ticketed event. So you have to buy tickets to get in, check in, get wristbanded when you check in with your ticket. So there's all the carding takes place at the front door, and EYC staff serving alcohol. No volunteers.
All right. And you've done all of these events in the past, right?
Yeah.
Same setup as previous years, nothing different?
Nothing different.
All right. And icing on the cake. No issues with any of them in the past?
Not one.
Okay,
Mr. Chairman, I move we approve these 4 events.
Second.
all right. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All right, Mr. McQuay, your requests are granted. Thanks so much.
Thank
Good
you.
luck,
Have a great night.
Dan.
All right, next we have an application for consumption of alcoholic beverages at the Stanton Center with music for a 50th birthday party scheduled on Saturday, April 13th, 2024 from 5 p.m. to midnight, 92 West Washington Street, Annapolis 21401. I think we have a Jenny Lamas. Jenny, can you hear us?
Muted.
Hello.
Hey, Jenny, are you there?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yep. Can you turn your camera on by any chance?
Yes, sorry.
No, it's all right.
I'm driving, so I'm about to park. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. I don't want you to turn your camera on while you're driving.
Okay.
Good. All right. Can you just give us your full name and address for the record, and then tell us a little bit about this event?
Yes, my name is Jenny Lamas, and my address is number 2 Chelsea Court, Annapolis, Maryland, 21403. This event is gonna be my mom 50th birthday party. We are having only family, friends, and my mom's girlfriends, and some other family who's coming from Mexico. So it's gonna be, I think, from 5 and to midnight, if I'm not wrong. And pretty much we are gonna have drinks, but most of the people who are invited are under 21. No, well, above 21.
Over
Sorry.
21. Got it.
Over
Got it.
21. Uh-huh.
Got it. And I see on your application, you're gonna give wristbands to people who are over 21.
Yes, and we hired 2 security people
Gotcha.
who are gonna help us.
And you've got them coming in from Elite Security, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. And I also see that you're going to be providing alcohol to guests with no charge, right?
Right.
Okay. Who's going to be the bartenders for your event?
Pretty much we just gonna give I think our like canned drinks. So my dad, me, and my brother are gonna be the ones who are gonna be handing out the drinks. But like I told you, we know my mom girlfriends, and they're over 40, 50, around that age. So
Sure.
we know who we're giving the drinks to. And also we told the security people if they will be able to help. So I guess we're gonna talk to them. Mhm.
Perfect. Does the board have any questions?
I move we approve.
I'll second.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All right, your request is granted. Have fun at the party, okay?
Thank you.
You. All right, next we have we're back in parklet/private parking lot time. We have a request for seasonal usage of a parklet or private parking lot to increase license footprint to include outside dining with the service of alcohol and food. This first one is for Grump's Cafe, 117 Hillsmere Drive, Annapolis 21401, St. Croix North, Inc., trading as Grump's Cafe. Does anybody here from Grumps tonight? Oh, I see Miss Bradbury's here.
Yeah, promoting her now.
Okay, yep, no problem. All right, Ms. Bradbury, can you hear us?
Muted.
Okay, can you hear us?
Yep, gotcha. Can you, oh, there it is. Perfect.
Okay.
Hey, how are you
Figured it
guys?
out this year.
You just give us your names and addresses for the record and then tell us a little bit about your request.
Okay. Dina and Duncan Bradbury, address is 117 Hillsmere Drive, Annapolis, Maryland, 21403. And we would like to be able to serve alcohol in the outdoor seating space. The order process will be the same as the indoor seating, where you go to the cash register, place your order. If you're ordering alcohol, you'll be carded at that time. You pay for it, and then you go sit down and we will deliver it for you. So it's same as indoor seating.
And you've had this in the past, any issues that came up while you were serving outside?
No, it's pretty controlled space.
Okay. And it's same setup as you've had?
Yes, just no tent.
Right. Gotcha. All right, any questions from the board? No, no
This,
questions.
this is not your first time, correct?
No, it's not our first rodeo.
Yeah. Mr. Chairman, I move we approve.
I'll second.
All right, all those in favor?
Aye.
All right, guys, thanks for being here. Your request is granted.
Thank you.
Fabulous. Thank you.
Thanks. Take care. All right, and last but not least, we have 643 DP Inc. trading as Davis's Pub requesting seasonal use of a private parking lot or parklet to increase square footage to include outside dining with the service of alcohol at Davis's Pub, 400 Chester Ave, Annapolis 21403. And I see Mr. Colbeck's here. Mr. Colbeck, if you could unmute yourself and switch your camera on when you get a chance. There we go.
Good.
Yep, perfect. Just give us your name and address for the record and tell us about the outdoor service this year.
Kevin Colbeck, 1 Chester Avenue, Annapolis, Maryland, 21403. Parklet would be year 3, but year 4 of us using the street. Same program we've done in the past. All of our servers and bartenders are tip certified. All the managers are tip certified. All of our managers are also crowd control certified. Same exact layout as what we had last year and the previous years. So nothing really different.
No issues the past couple of years with anything out there?
Last year, we learned a lot from the previous year and didn't have any issues. I think we're good moving forward.
Perfect. Board have any questions?
No.
Mr. Chairman, I move we approve.
I'll second.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All right, Kevin, thanks for coming out tonight.
Thank you very much. Appreciate
Keep
you.
here for 2 seconds, but you're
Thank
through.
you.
Thanks.
Appreciate you guys.
Anything else that anybody wants to discuss before the board tonight?
Horowitz not here?
No, they I don't know if you heard earlier, but they're out of town. They're going to be on next month's agenda.
No, I had a took me 5 tries to get in tonight, so I apologize.
All right. Well, if there's nothing else, I'll move that we adjourn.
I'll
Second.
second.
All those in favor?
Aye.